This is one of the topics that I wish we would have gotten to this year. It's one of my favorite things to teach, alliteration, but we didn't have a chance to get into it, and the 3 days that we have every week is not enough time for me to actually do alliteration, assonance, and consonance justice. So instead, we are just going to briefly talk about alliteration because it is the easiest of those three. So alliteration is the repetition of initial consonant sounds. Initial means it's the repetition of that beginning sound of every word. To have alliteration, you must have the initial sound, that beginning sound, repeated 3 times within a phrase or a sentence. I have some examples right here. So this first one, it says, Connor keeps cooking carrots even though Karen complains. Let me get the pointer out here. So Connor keeps cooking carrots even though Karen complains. This sound that we have at the beginning of these 6 words is what gives this alliteration. Remember, I said you have to have it at least 3 times. But some of you guys are probably thinking, but the C and the K, those aren't the same letters. I never said it had to be the same letter. It has to be the same sound. Over here, you'll see an example that is not alliteration. Sally should always sleep with her sheep. We don't have that repetition 3 times. And Sally should, sh. Those are not the same sounds at the beginning of these words. Therefore, this is not alliteration. It does not work. What I am looking for is for you to come up with a sentence. Yes, a complete sentence, capital letter, punctuation. Many of you guys are forgetting this, and I am taking points off for that. A sentence that has alliteration. That means you must begin words with 3 sounds that are the same. It can be whatever you want, but it has to be about your main character. So if you are talking about Katniss or PETA, you're going to be using the p or the k. If you are talking about Thomas, you might be using that t sound. Or Minnow, you might be using the sound. And it needs to be about one of your main characters from the story.